Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a Tactics Talk, guys. Welcome back and thanks for tuning in. I appreciate the support of the channel. As always, if you're looking for other ways, rather than just smashing the subscribe button, you'll find those down in the description. From time to time, I jump into wattreplays.eu and try to find some crazy replay. Sort it by different things, how much damage, experience, kills, all that kind of stuff. Came across this thing. This is a pretty unbelievable game. Now, I think, based on what I'm seeing here, the names of the clans I don't recognize. Not that I would recognize all clans. I think this is a South America server thing. Can't prove it. Could easily just be the standard NA Central. I don't know. But we have Monami, which is anonymized, and I couldn't find his real name and didn't feel like digging through the files. In his JPZ E100 in an all-tier 10 battle with no artillery. On Lakeville. Well, what do you think's going to happen? Both teams are going to make a massive valley push. And as this is tier 10 and has a bunch of heavy tanks, there's a lot of hit points on this board. Also, you'll notice that our hero is running 23 heat and 1 HE round. Decides to do a little parkour off the edge of that thing. I don't really know what that maneuver was. Maybe he's just trying to get up ahead of steam here, but the mouse cut him off. And we're going to just have a complete Artie party, not an Artie party, a Valley party. A Valley party. Artie only wishes they were in this game, because if you had an Artie in this game, you would have had an absolute blast, because everything's just going to get up into each other's face here and start punching. So at tier 10, because there's so many hit points, most in the game, and there's a good amount of heavy tanks. Just wait till he takes this shot here and closes that guy out. Oh, I'm sorry, it's the next one. There is a lot of potential damage for old JPZ E100, which has one of the, if not the biggest gun. I don't know, is it bigger than the FVs? I'm not sure. Over 1,000 damage, it just starts to get a little blurry. I believe this one actually hits. There we go. So we shut down the 978 hit point Grillet, and we send him packing on back to the garage. Now look how many guys are in the valley here. The green team has sent, I don't know, half. The purple team appears to have sent half, and the rest are coming. There's nobody in this. There is nobody in the daggone village over there. There's an STB of Sheridan. Watch the chat. There's a lot of complaining going on. I don't believe I see this. So the STB cannot believe it. Well, you're not going to believe the end result of this, but we're going to get to that. We're going to get to that. Are you all morons? Is it worth? See, this is what it's making me feel like. It's a South America server. Now, I don't know if that has any bearing on what happens here. You guys make up your own mind. But please report the mouse. So we have arguments and recriminations and whatnot. Here comes the old E100. Now, I haven't seen this whole thing. I watched maybe a third of it. Blink. That's 1,117 with the old heat round into the flat plate front of the good old E100. So he eats half his hit points, or 1/3, I suppose. Close to 1/3, or slightly over, or some such. Report the mouse. Arguments and recriminations. Watch this. I don't even really understand what happened here. But it seems to have gone through the side. Highly angled. Perhaps it wasn't angled enough. Clearly not. It pinned. 3,068. So damage potential has to do with how many rounds you have, how much damage the tank does, and whether you actually even have enough time in 15 minutes to reload all of the shots. That can, believe it or not, be a problem for some tanks that have a bunch of rounds. They actually can't use them all, I think. But not so much for this one. We're only running in here, we start with 21 or 22 rounds or something like that. We got 19 left. We've pinned 3 of our shots, missed with 1. And look at that, 279 got a piece of us. Mouse comes on up here. And I don't know, fellas. You just did, right? He just did. Hey. Biggest weak spot on the mouse. In fact, I'm going to come up over the hill so I even flat plate it more. And Manami avails himself of that, and then he heads downhill, and I'm thinking, nope, he's going to... Surely not. Surely... Stop calling me Shirley. That's 2,200 and some change into the mouse in the last 2 shots. And we're up to a respectable 5,351. And you might say that's pretty good. And it is. It is. I mean, it's not burning the place down, but we are not done, my friends. Watch this particular shot. This one was very strange. All right, just right into the old turret. There we go. The M5Y is still pissed off at the mouse. We're all yelling at each other about being pushed and whatnot. 6,537, my friends. Why do I never find myself in these situations? That's all I want to know. Oh, look out. They're 279 early. 7,609 damage. Couldn't have happened to a nicer tank. That's what I say. Check out all the complainers that were over in the town. It looks like they've pushed on through to the other side. They're having a good time. The 279 early really has no idea what he's doing there. Again, I don't know, fellas. I don't know what... Oh, we had a miss. I don't know what they're doing. It looks like they're just... I mean, is this a setup? Have we counted in and they're just sort of driving up to the edge and waiting for Manami to farm? I mean, it seems fairly elaborate. There's no platoons really going on here, so I don't think that's what's going on. I just think that some brain EXEs are just not working right now. Low rolled, fellas. What? Gosh darn it, low roll, 994? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. Oh, and there was a fire. I missed the fire. Excellent. Another 682. So much for the low roll. Just add a fire on top. Low roll sobbed. Low roll sobbed. Even row. A row. Is it gonna, yes. Ladies and gents, fellas, fellettes, all that stuff. We are at 10,000 damage. And you might say to yourself, boy, that's a good day's work. Let's just retire back to the garage. But you will notice that there are more than half of each side's tanks left. We're not done, fellas. We are not done. We have more work to do. The game is not won, although it is looking quite good for the green team. Up 7,000 hit points as far as we can tell anyway. And I still have very little idea what exactly this is. I just don't know. I don't... Query. How many times does your team have to get smashed by a JPZ in a nice hold down spot before you stop poking over? Apparently, at least one more than this. At the very least. Wait a minute. What is going on back here? What is the... Is the mouse attacking from a different direction? Are these guys in on this? Are they just saving their tanks or hanging out so they don't take damage away from the J? What is happening in this particular game? I'll take any theories. I'll take any theories. I think it's just a legit game. Guy got super lucky with the enemy he's dealing with. Oh, that's gonna hurt, Mr. 279. My 279 cannot be injured. It is the greatest tank in the game. Go back to garage, fella. There's 1,243. That was a heck of a roll. And now we are attacking. We're not done with damage, my friends. We are not done with the damage. What is this Mouse and Super Conqueror doing back here? See, this is all very strange. It's very strange. Again, I don't think anything is going on here in terms of shenanigans. It may just be a fairly amazing amount of buffoonery. Oh, look out, fella. 14,000. You're reading it right. You are reading it right. I'll show you the card. We're not done. 14,460 damage. Look out, Mouse. He has more hit points. Might as well shoot him from way back. Yeah, why not? Sure. That's fine. Oh, Lordy, look at... God, it's 15,000. I'm spitting. I'm so worked up by this insanity. 15,516. Look out, dude.
Enemy armor is destroyed.
Yeah. You ever seen RNG hold out for somebody that long? Go for the ram, dude. Oh, you let some hit points go. You could have rammed him. Is he going to get this last kill? I believe he is.
They're knocked out.
Was there some fishery going on in here? Was there some shenanigans? What did I just witness? I don't know, but 16,673. And because he's anonymous and I can't find the name, I did look at the clan. There's nobody of that name in there. It's an anonymous name, obviously. I didn't dig any deeper than that. I don't know. You do the speculation down there. I'm not going to necessarily speculate. There was a couple things that made it look fishy. There was a couple things that made it look legit. I don't think everyone in there, if there was some kind of organized thing going on, it clearly wasn't everybody in the match. But that is one of the dangdest things I have ever seen in this game. Like, what was that E100 doing? Hold on, let's just check something out here. What was he doing at this time? Old Vino, did he just quit fighting as well? Oh, okay. Interesting. How long has he been not moving? That's a good question. The 60 TP. He's just sitting there. We got 3 tanks just sitting there. Very interesting. Very interesting. See, I don't think that 907 was in on it necessarily. I mean, I suppose you could be saying, all right, I'm going to poke out just enough. But he's still, the RNG/dispersion action still had to happen on that guy. Like, I don't really know what on earth this mouse is doing, right? This is very, very strange. Is he even going to shoot it? He's like looking at a guy, takes a snappy, is totally ignoring the JPZ as if he's not even there, right? He's fighting. I'm fighting the 60 TP. You know, I can make this happen. No need to angle against the JPZ. I'll just sort of chill out sideways right there. I don't know, fellas. You make the call. There's a lot of fishy smell going on there. There's also a lot of inanity. I don't know. Are these guys all... Did they just go AFK? Did they disconnect? Why are they not playing? This is an odd one, man. This is an odd one. Let me know what you think down below. That's all I've got for today. We will see ya.